Hi guys, welcome to GladrapChannel.
Okay, so here we are overnight. We've had this terrible news that Terence Crawford has got a slight hand injury and he's apparently had to delay the fight. Naturally, we're very, very disappointed, both Jeff and I, to hear this news. Jeff's flying, he's been monitoring people, he's looking great, and to get this news, it's disappointing. All I can say is a slight hand injury. I wouldn't see the need in Australia to postpone the fight. I think that Terence needs to harden up a little bit down here, in Australia. Jeff had 8 stitches 3 weeks out from his last fight. Very bad injury. We knew it would open up in the fight. We missed 36 rounds of sparring and we still went ahead and fought the fight. So, we just think a slight hand injury, put some cortisone in it. Let's get it on. So just ready to get over there and get this fight done. And it's very, very frustrating and disappointing. We'd like to see, maybe, I don't know what it is over there, why they can't inject some cortisone, because we get these injuries almost every day in training.
Do you think he's just trying to buy time, he's running scared?
I don't know, maybe he's a bit behind his preparation or something, I don't know. Maybe the fishing's good in America at the moment. I've heard he likes fishing, I don't know, but I just can't say, but all I can say is it's incredibly disappointing that a slight hand injury would stop a multi-million-dollar production like this from going ahead. A fight that the whole world's been wanting and waiting for, and we find it, as I said, it's just not Australian. We wouldn't do that. We would have proceeded if it was us. So it is very disappointing.
Well, what's going on behind the scenes though, Glenn? I mean, there was no official announcement over there. What do you think's happening over there that's beyond this injury?
I can't say. I mean, I can't say if there's other. All we can go by is what we're told at the moment. It's, we've been trying to get confirmation on flights for a couple of days, and so I'd say they've known about it for a couple of days and they haven't been really responding. So, we needed to know, because a lot of people out here have been booking flights and accommodation and things like that. So I'm pleased that at least they've come out overnight and told us, because I was just about at Ray Robinson last night. I was just about to book his flights last night as our main sparring partner over the next couple of weeks, and obviously I've cancelled that this morning.
What do you think about Terence? Like, you sound pretty angry about him. What do you think about this decision from him? What do you think it shows about him?
I just think he seems to me a bit soft. I mean, toughen up, princess. The way I look at it is that down here, you watch our rugby league players, they'll come out at half time with huge eye injuries, they'll staple them up, they're back out there with bandages around their head, they fought with broken arms and stuff like that. A friend of mine, Ian Jacobs, a kickboxer, he won a fight with a broken leg, so they're tough. I think he has to harden up. He's just got to go. It's only a slight hand injury, get a bit of cortisone in it, just grind through it, let's get the job done. The whole world wants to see this.
Is that good from a psychological point of view though, that Jeff thinks, well, he is soft, if this is an issue, then gives you guys an edge?
I think it does. I think we go, hey, he's not as tough as we thought he was. So yeah, it does give us a psychological edge. We're going to treat this as a positive, train even harder and say, you've messed us around now, and over what we consider is not a deal breaker. Because whenever we get an injury, I always say, is this a deal breaker? And if it's not a deal breaker, then we get on with it. But if it's, you're right.
How does this now affect his preparations, mate?
That's what's hard. Until we get a date, we don't know. We've got to get a date to work to. Do I back him off for a day, a week? He'll still be sparring Dennis Hogan today, because Dennis has got a big fight on April 7, so he's going to come and help out there anyway. He was due to spar Dennis anyway, so he will do some rounds today. But, we've got to, until we get a date, we just don't know where we're aiming at. So it's all about the date now. What is the date? Is it 2 weeks? Is it a month? Is it 6 weeks? We're waiting for that information.
Have you had